Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Miguel Sanchez, and welcome to episode 3 of Movie History DreamWorks Animation. It's been more than 2 weeks since our last episode. That's right, my friends. It's been approximately 2 weeks since our last episode, and now we're back with another one, guys. Yay! Can't believe, my friends, we are finally back. So thank you for coming and welcome to Movie History DreamWorks Animation. We're about to get started right here, right now, and so it begins. Oh yes, I'm loving this new journey here. As you know, I'm coming to you from Visalia, California, where my adventures continue on. It's gonna be so exciting. I can't even stand it. We are just about ready to bring you some excitement just for you. Oh boy, I hope you're ready for it. It's gonna be awesome. Don't believe me? Well, you're about to find out. So if you're ready for it, let's do it for today's episode. Episode 3, we're taking a look at The Road to El Dorado, the third film from DreamWorks Animation. So get ready for it, guys. They came for the gold, they stayed for the adventure. Now we're about to show you what this movie can do. If you haven't seen episode 2, our previous episode was about the Prince of Egypt. So if you haven't seen it yet, please go watch it right now. The link to it is up there at the top right corner of the screen. Click on the link and see it for yourself. It's definitely worth the wait. It's definitely worth a watch. So please go watch it right now. Otherwise, sit back and let's dive right into today's episode, shall we? Are you ready? Then here we go. So about the movie. The Road to El Dorado is a 2000 American animated film produced by DreamWorks Animation and released by DreamWorks Pictures. It was the third animated feature produced by DreamWorks, directed by Bebo Bergeron and Don Paul in their feature directorial debuts. And additional sequences directed by Will Finn and David Silverman. The film stars Kenneth Branagh, Kevin Kline, Rosie Perez, Armand Asante, Edward James Olmos, and Jim Cummings. The soundtrack features songs by Elton John and Jim Rice, with the instrumental score composed by Hans Zimmer and John Powell. John is also credited periodically narrating the story in song throughout the film. The film follows two con artists who, after winning the map to El Dorado in Spain, wash ashore in the New World, where they used a map to lead them to the city of El Dorado, where its inhabitants mistake them for gods. The Road to El Dorado was released on March 31st, 2000, to mixed reviews from critics, and was a box office bomb, grossing $76 million worldwide on a production budget of about $95 million. Despite its initial reception, reevaluation in later years have resulted in The Road to El Dorado gaining a cult following. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. We take a look at the stats here. Directed by Bebo Bergeron, screenplay by Ted Elliott, and Terry Rossio, and Carrie Kirkpatrick, with additional dialogue. Story by Philip Zebnik, based on Conquest, Montezuma, Cortez, and the Fall of Old Mexico by Hugh Thomas. Produced by Bon Radford and Brooke Brenton, starring Kenneth Branagh, Kenneth Kline, Rosie Perez, Armand Asante, Edward James Olmos, and Jim Cummings. Narrated by Elton John, edited by Vicky Hyatt. Music by Hans Zimmer and John Powell. Production company DreamWorks Animation, distributed by DreamWorks Pictures. Release date is March 21st, 2000 in the United States. Running time is 89 minutes. Country is United States. Language is English. Budget $95 million, and the box office $76.4 million. That's why it is a flop. That's why this movie is a flop. It failed. The movie failed at the box office. But that's okay. Alright, let's get into the plot of the movie. In 1519 Spain, con artists Miguel and Tulio win a map to the legendary city of gold, El Dorado, in a rigged dice gamble. Though they ironically win the map fairly after Tulio was given normal dice from one of the opponents. After their con is exposed. The two evade the guards and accidentally stow away on one of the ships to be led by Conquistador Hernan Cortez for the New World. At sea, they are caught and imprisoned, but break free and steal a rowboat with the help of Cortez's mistreated horse, Altivo. This is good. I love it. Their boat reaches land, where Miguel begins to recognize landmarks from the map, leading them to a totem marker near a waterfall that Tulio believes is a dead end. As they prepare to leave, they encounter a native woman, Jel, being chased by guards. When the guards see Tulio and Miguel riding Altivo as depicted on the totem, they escort them and Jel to a secret entrance behind the walls into El Dorado. They are brought to the city's elders, kind-hearted Chief Tanabook, and wicked High Priest Zikal Khan. The pair are mistaken for gods when a volcano coincidentally erupts but simultaneously stops during an argument between them, and they are given luxurious quarters, along with the charge of Chill. She discovers that the two are conning the people, but promises to remain quiet if they take her with them when they leave the city. The two are showered with gifts of gold from Tenebok, but disapprove of Zekel Khan attempting to sacrifice a civilian at the gods' ritual. Meanwhile, Cortez and his men reach land. Tulio and Miguel instruct Tenebok to build them a boat so they can leave the city with all the gifts they have been given. Under the ruse that they're needed back in the other world, Chell gets romantically close to Tulio, and Miguel explores the city, coming to appreciate the peaceful life embraced by the citizens. When Zekel Khan sees Miguel playing a ball game with children, he insists the gods demonstrate their powers against the city's best players. Tulio and Miguel are outmatched, but Chell replaces the ball with an armadillo, allowing them to win. Miguel spars the ritual of sacrificing the losing team and berates Zekel Khan to the crowd's approval and earning Tenebok's respect. Zekel Khan notices Miguel received a cut during the game and realizes the pair are not gods, since gods do not bleed, hence the reason for the sacrifices. Afterward, Miguel, who has by then reconsidered leaving the city, overhears Tulio telling Chill that he would like her to come with them to Spain, before adding he would like her to come with specifically him and to forget Miguel, straining the relationship between the two. At a party being thrown for them, Miguel and Tulio begin to argue about Tulio and Chell's conversation and Miguel's desire to stay. When Zekel Khan conjures a giant stone jaguar to chase them throughout the city, Tulio and Miguel manage to outwit the jaguar, causing it and Zekel Khan to fall into a giant whirlpool, though by the natives to be the entrance to Xibalba, the spirit world. Zekel Khan then surfaces in the jungle, where he encounters Cortez and his men. Believing Cortez to be the real god, Zekel Khan offers to lead him to El Dorado. Miguel decides to stay in the city, while Tulio and Chell board the completed boat before they see smoke on the horizon and realize Cortez is approaching. Knowing what will happen if Cortez discovers the city, Tulio suggests using a boat to ram the rock pillars of the waterfall. Oh no. Sorry. And block the main entrance to the city. Again, Tulio suggests using the boat to ram the rock pillars under the waterfall and block the main entrance to the city, despite knowing they will lose the gold in the process. The plan succeeds with the citizens pulling over a statue in the boat's wake to give it enough speed. As the statue starts to fall too quickly... Oh boy. Okay. Moving on, Tulio has difficulty in preparing the boats for sail. Forfeiting his ability to stay in the city, Miguel and Altivo jump onto the boat to unfurl the sails, assuring the boat clears the statue in time. The group successfully crashes against the pillars, causing a cave-in while losing all their gifts in the process. They hide near the totem pole just as Cortez's men and Zekel Khan arrive. When they find the entrance blocked, Cortez brands Zekel Khan out liar and takes him prisoner as they leave. Tulio and Miguel, though disappointed, they lost the gold. Where that Altivo still wears the golden horseshoes with which he was outfitted in El Dorado, have appreciated the thrill of their adventure and head in a different direction for a new adventure with Chell. Yeah, Tulio and Miguel, they've lost the gold. Ugh, but that's okay. By the way, I am also Miguel. That's right. I'm the Miguel in the Road to El Dorado is the same as my name. Wow. Okay, that was fun. I love it. Let's get to the voice cast. Kenneth Branagh's Miguel, one of the con artists who pretend to be gods so they can get gold. He is more relaxed and easygoing than his con partner Tulio. He comes to love the peaceful life in El Dorado and comes to see the city for more than just its gold. Kevin Kline as Tullio, one of the con artists who pretends to be God so they can get gold. He is a strategic planner, often becoming anxious and overthinking things. Rosie Perez as Chell, a beautiful Mesoamerican woman from El Dorado who discovers Tullio and Miguel's con and decides to play along and help them get out of El Dorado. Armand Asante as Seiko Khan, the Mesoamerican fanatically vicious high priest who has a religious fixation for human sacrifices. He initially believes Tullio and Miguel are gods until he discovers the truth. Edward James Olmos as Chief Tenenbaum, the Mesoamerican skeptical yet kind chief of El Dorado who realizes that Tullio and Miguel aren't gods, but treats them with kindness and hospitality because of the good they show to his people. Jim Cummings as Hernan Cortez, the merciless and ambitious conquistador leader of the expedition to find the empires of the New World. I think we should get that F out of the way. So hang on tight, I'll be right back. And I'm back. So there you go, my friends. The S is gone. So yeah, moving on. Cummings also voices the cook on Cortez's ship, a warrior who gets stepped on by Seiko Khan's stone jaguar, and the native who warns Chief Tenenbaum about Cortez. Frank Welker as Altivo, Cortez's horse who befriends Tullio Miguel. Welker also voices the bull that chases Miguel and Tullio at the beginning of the movie. Tobin Bell as Zaragoza, a sailor on a voyage to the new world of El Dorado and the original owner of the map, which he loses to Tullio and Miguel after a game of dice. Elton John as the singing narrator. Anne Lockhart as the girl in Barcelona, uncredited. Bob Bergen as Jaguar, uncredited. And Duncan Banks as Uncle Light. So Anne Lockhart and Bob Bergen did get into the voices, but unfortunately didn't make the credits. Yeah, I'm sorry, they didn't make the credits of the movie. Sorry about that, people. Yeah, moving on to production, let's go to development. Shortly before the public announcement of DreamWorks SKG in October 1994, former Disney chairman Jeffrey Katzenberg met with screenwriters Ted Elliott and Terry Rossio and gave them a copy of Hugh Thomas's book, Conquest, Montezuma, Cortez, and the Fall of Old Mexico, desiring to make an animated film set in the Age of Discovery. By spring 1995, Elliott and Rossio devised a story treatment inspired by the Bob Hope and Bing Crosby Road to films, with self-interested comedic anti-heroes who would set out to find the lost city of gold after acquiring a map to its location. Will Finn and David Silverman were originally the film's directors with a tentative release scheduled for fall 1999. Originally, the story was conceived as a dramatic film due to Katzenberg's penchant for large-scale animated films, which conflicted with the film's lighthearted elements. This version of the story had Miguel initially conceived as a raunchy Sancho Panza-like character who died, but came back to life so much that the natives assumed he was a god, as well as steamier love sequences and scanty clothing designed for Chell. In Elliott and Rossio's treatment, the film was meant to end with Miguel and Tullio saving the Mayan people from Spanish conquistador Hernan Cortez, as it would abandon its civilization to live in the nearby jungle amidst the magic backdrop of the destruction of his culture. However, while The Prince of Egypt was in production, Katzenberg decided that their next animated project should be a departure from its serious adult approach and desired for the film to be an adventure comedy. Because of this, the film was put on hold, where it was shortly referred to as El Dorado, the Lost City on hold, due to several rewrites. Oh boy. Yeah. Miguel and Tullio were rewritten as petty swindlers, and the setting of the film was changed to a more luscious paradise. Additionally, the romance was toned down, and new clothing was designed for Chell. Producer Bonnie Radford explained, "We originally thought it would be rated PG-13, so we skewed it to that group. But then we thought we could not exclude the younger kids, so we had to tone the romance down." Finn and Silverman left the project in 1998 following disputes over the film's creative direction, and were replaced by Eric Bebo, Bergeron, and Don Paul. Katzenberg reportedly co-directed the film, albeit uncredited. Oh no. So yeah, Jeffrey Katzenberg did co-direct the film, but again, he did not make the credits. How could you, DreamWorks? But yeah, staying with production, we go to casting. On August 15, 1998, Kevin Kline, Kenneth Branagh, and Rosie Perez signed on to the film because the characters and film drew from the Bob Hope and Bing Crosby Road to films. producer Bob Radford remarked that the with T between brackets buddy relationship between the duo between brackets is the very heart of the story. They need each other because they're both pretty inept. They're opposites. Tulio is the schemer and Miguel is the dreamer. The camaraderie adds to the adventure. You almost don't need to know where they're going or what they're after because the fun is in the journey. Usually for animated film, Klein and Branagh recorded their lines in the same studio room together. In order for the two to achieve more realistic chemistry, this resulted in a good deal of improvised dialogue, some of which end up in the film. Okay, so yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Moving on, closing out production, we go to animation. Early into production, a team of designers, animators, producers, and Katzenberg embarked on research trips to Mexico, where they studied ancient Mayan cities of Tulum, Chichen Itza, and Uxmal in hopes of making the film's architecture look authentic. By January 1997, 100 animators were assigned onto the project. However, because the animation department was occupied with the Prince of Egypt, the studio devoted more animators and resources on that film than on the road to Dorado. Additional fine line animation was outsourced to Stardust Pictures in London and Barnell Animation Limited in Canada. Moving over to music. Marilotta Jacob, who started DreamWorks' music department in 1995, began the film's music supervisor before the script was completed. Consulting with Katzenberg, Jacob decided the musical approach to the film would be world music. In 1996, Tim Rice and Elton John were asked to compose 7 songs, which they immediately worked on. Their musical process began with Rice first writing the song lyrics and giving them to John to compose the music. John then recorded a demo, which was given to the animators and storyboarded to the demo, as the tempo and vocals would remain intact. Eventually, the filmmakers decided not to follow the traditional musical approach by having the characters sing. Co-producer Bob Radford explained, "We were trying to break free of that pattern that had been kind of adhered to in animation, but really put a song where we thought it would be great and get us through some story points." On February 20, 1999, before the release of Elton John and Jim Rice's Aida, it was announced that 10 songs have been composed for El Dorado, and that the release date had been pushed to March 2000. The instrumental score was composed by Hans Zimmer and John Powell. John, Rice, and Zimmer have previously collaborated on the soundtrack to Disney's The Lion King, another animated film, which I already did over on episode 32 of Movie History, Walt Disney Animation Studios, so definitely go check it out. The next, right after that, in K-pop contest, it's also available right now. The next episode will be about the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Be on the lookout for that video coming soon. So remember that. Zimmer had also previously composed the musical to DreamWorks Animation's previous film, The Prince of Egypt, which again was in the previous episode of this show. So go watch it if you don't watch this video. In some instances, such as the trill we played, the songs have been altered musically and vocally from the way they appeared in the film. A cast and crew special edition recording of the soundtrack exists, but was a promo only release. It includes the theatrical versions of the songs, including "It's Tough to Be a God," recorded by Kevin Kline and Kenneth Branagh, performed on the soundtrack by Elton John and Randy Newman, and several of the score tracks by Hans Zimmer. The Backstreet Boys provided uncredited backing vocals on "Friends Never Say Goodbye." The group is named by John following the credits in the CD booklet. Again, so that's right, the Backstreet Boys never got into the credits. How could you? Anyways, the Eagles members Don Henley and Timothy B. Schmidt are credited as background vocalists on the song without question. I love it. Let's go to release. Starting with marketing. The film was first released in a double trailer with fellow DreamWorks Animation feature Chicken Run on the home video of The Prince of Egypt. It was accompanied by a promotional campaign by Burger King. And yes, Chicken Run will be on the next episode, guys. Get ready for it. It's coming your way on the next episode, so stay tuned for it, guys. And closing out release with home media, The Road to Dorado was released on DVD and VHS on December 12, 2000. There's also an event in El Dorado, Kansas, in which the streets were painted gold and gold coins were donated to the city to build a movie theater. The DVD release includes an audio commentary, behind-the-scenes featurettes, music video of Someday Out of the Blue, production notes, interactive games, and trailers and television spots. In July 2014, the film's distribution rights were purchased by DreamWorks Animation from Paramount Pictures, the owners of the pre-2011 DreamWorks Pictures catalog. Yeah, and transferred to 20th Century Fox, called 20th Century Studios, before reverting to Universal Pictures in 2018. Because of this, Universal Pictures Home Entertainment subsequently released the film on Blu-ray on January 22nd, 2019. Yep, that's right, my friends. So yeah, that's right, my friends. As you know, Paramount Pictures currently owns the pre-2011 DreamWorks Pictures catalog. That's right, and they can all be seen on Paramount Plus. So yeah, but yeah, that's it for the release. Now let's go to reception or critical response. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film has an approval rate of 48% based on 105 reviews and an average rating of 5.49 out of 10. The site's critical consensus reads, predictable story and thin characters made the movie flat. On Metacritic, oh boy, this is no good. On Metacritic, the film has a score of 51 out of 100 based on 29 critics, indicating mixed or average reviews. Audiences polled by CinemaScore gave the film an average of B plus on an 8 plus F scale. You know what? I think I'm gonna go fix this, shall we? I'll be right back. And I'm back. So yeah. So again, predictable story and thin characters made the movie flat. I had to finish it with another quotation mark because it was not there. So yeah, sorry about it, people. Moving on though, reviewing for the Chicago Tribune, Michael Wilmington summarized that this movie is fun to watch in ways that most recent cartoons aren't. It's also more adult, though it's the same cartoonish sensuality as the original Road movies, with their heavily coded Pruins. It's a high-spirited movie, though it's not for all tastes. The John Rice score isn't as rousingly as on target as The Lion King. The script, while clever, often seems too cute, and showbiz snazzy. Not emotional enough. Lisa Schwartzbaum, reviewing for Entertainment Weekly, remarked that this trip down the road to El Dorado proceeds under the speed limit all the way. Our Tulio and Miguel aren't big enough, nor strong enough. Boy. Nor funny enough to buckle any swashes. They're as lost to us as the lost city into which they stumble. Similarly, animation historian Charles Solomon remarked on the lack of character development, writing, Tulio and Miguel move nicely, but the animators don't seem to have any more idea who they are than the audience does. Kevin Kline and Kenneth Branagh supply their voices, but the characters say and do similar things in similar ways. Who could tell them? Who could tell them apart? Well, I'm gonna fix this one again. I'm gonna need more space, so hang on tight, folks. Back again. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. So make more space. Clean up more space. So there you go, friends. Moving on. Paul Clinton of CNN wrote, the animation is uninspiring and brings nothing new to the table of animation magic, praising the Elton John Tim Rice songs, but knowing the weak plot. Among the film's more positive reviews was Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times, who gave the film 3 stars out of 4. He acknowledged that although The Road to El Dorado is not as quirky as Ants or as grown up as The Prince of Egypt, is bright and has good energy, and the kinds of witty asides that entertain the adults in between the margins of the stuff for the kids. Joel Siegel, reviewing on the television program Good Morning America, called it solid gold, claiming the film was paved with laughs. Jay Boyer of the Orlando Sentinel stated, The Road to El Dorado is borderline entertaining. I suppose, with animation that is, at times, truly impressive, and if the 6-time Elton John and Tim Rice songs are thoroughly forgettable, they lack the sufficient distinction to actually becoming annoying. In more recent years, Jason Schwartz of Geeks called the film a hidden gem and was taken aback at how well it has aged and how baffling it is. It is that this movie wasn't a success. He called the film beautifully animated and praised the Elton John songs / Hans Zimmer soundtrack. He also praised the characterizations, writing, Miguel and Tulio play off each other effortlessly. Not only does the humor between the two of them flow well, but their friendship is authentic. Okay. Petrana Bartulovic, writing for Polygon, praised the characters of Miguel and Tulio, as well as the hilarious scenes and quippy dialogue. indigenous rights organizations criticized the movie for its sexist and racist themes, and for its lack of historical sensitivity. Oled the Tezcatlipoca. I don't say it right. I know. Olin Tezcatlipoca, director of the Mexican movement, pointed out that the movie portrays Jill as a sex toy for the two Spaniards, and that the representation of them as saviors from the barbarity of human sacrifices and from ingenious collaboration with Cortez has no respect for history. That's weird. I know. Moving over to box office, staying with reception, we go to box office. The film goes $12.9 million opening weekend, ranking second behind Aaron Brockovich's third weekend. The film closed on June 29th, 2000, after earning $50.9 million in the United States and Canada, and $25.5 million overseas for a worldwide total of $76.4 million. Based on its total gross, The Road to Underwater was a box office bomb, unable to recoup its $95 million budget. Oh no. We were to accolades, and everything was nominated. I know. For the Annie Awards, Outstanding Achievement in an Anime Theatrical Feature, Individual Achievement in Storyboarding for Jeff Snow, who's Story Supervisor, Individual Achievement in Production Design for Christian Shelworth, who's the Production Designer, Individual Achievement in Character Animation for David Russo, who was the Senior Supervising Animator for Miguel, Individual Achievement in Character Animation for Rodolphe Gwendonen, who was the supervising animator for Jill, Individual Achievement in Effects Animation for Doug Eclair, who was the effects lead in Crushing the Gate, Individual Achievement in Voice Acting for Amanda Asante as Ziggle Khan, and Individual Achievement in Music for Hans Zimmer and John Paul, both for music. Nominated! 8 nominations, they have all been nominated. Too bad. Critics' Choice Awards. Best Composer, Hans Zimmer, won! Yay! And for the Saturn Awards, Best Music, Hans Zimmer and John Powell, nominated. That's too bad. And finally, for the prequel... Ugh! Let me just fix this out. This could be right. I better fix this. There we go. All fixed. Sorry, it's that prequel. It was from the previous episode of The Prince of Egypt. So, this can't be right. But yeah, I fixed this, so yeah. Finally, let's close off this episode with internet popularity. 20 years after the release of The Road to Dorado had an unexpected rise in popularity as internet meme, Petrana Radulovic, writing for Polygon, noted a range of memes and GIFs of moments from the film, writing that it found a second life and a long-lasting legacy since it came out at the perfect time to make a nostalgic movie for people who grew up with the internet. So, yes, all guys saying that's it for The Road to Dorado! Oh yay! Final answer rating for this movie, I can't say. The Road to Dorado may be a box office bomb, but in the end, it came back to the internet and finally found success. And I'm so proud to say that The Road to Dorado finally made a comeback and turned this box office bomb into a box office hit. Yeah. And so with that being said, on scale 1 to 10, I'm going to give The Road to Dorado a perfect score of 10 out of 10. Perfect! Yay! That's how it's done. I'm finally glad I said it much better. So yes, my friends, The Road to Dorado is now a perfect movie to close out this episode. What a way to get started. That's how it's done. DreamWorks, you finally deserved it. Well, way to go, my friend. However, just my personal and conservative opinion, you feel free to read or disagree any nice opinions in the comment section below. Man, that's a lot of fun. But otherwise, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching another episode of Movie History DreamWorks Animation. Oh, yeah! Hope you guys had a lot of fun, and I will see you all on the Anna Sponsor Show later on today. I might have enough time to do it, but it's worth it. I gotta try. If I can't do it, I'll have to settle it for tomorrow. But you know what? Actually, forget it. I decided to push the Anna Sponsor Show back to tomorrow, my friends. I decided to push the Anna Sponsor Show back to tomorrow, my friends, because I'm running short on time here. So expect a new episode of the Anna Sponsor Show tomorrow. Yeah, expect the new episode of the Endless Watch Show tomorrow. So don't miss it, guys. Plus, we have a new... also, tomorrow, we have a new episode. We have the Moshi Wasted Bedtime premiere. So, what's going to happen next? You never know what's going to happen. Is it a bedtime? Is it a sleep story? Is it a meditation? Or is it a rant? You better tune in. Or is it a moment? You better tune in tomorrow to find out. Plus, the return of Sanrio Supremacy as Jewel Pet takes on Chai Chum. Plus, we'll get the results of yesterday's battle between Capitol Cappy and Matsumaru. So don't miss it, guys. It's going to be amazing. The next episode of Movie History Walt Disney Animation Studios is coming soon, as it'll be about the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Be on the lookout for that coming soon. And with all that said, I hope you have a very wonderful day. Thank you all so much for watching today. I'll look forward to coming again next time. I'm Miguel Sanchez. You be yourself, and I'll see you next time on Movie History DreamWorks Animation. Join us again real soon for episode 4 as we take a look at DreamWorks' next film, and the first one to be collaboration with Armin Animations. As our friends, for episode 4, we're looking at Chicken Run. That's our friends. Chicken Run's on the next episode, guys. And also, not only it's Armin, not only is DreamWorks' collaboration with Armin, but also Paté's in, also in the mix as well. Oh boy, my friends, Paté in the mix, my friends. So get ready for it. It's gonna be awesome. Man, it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. So be on the lookout for episode 4 coming soon as DreamWorks Animation, Armin Animations, and Paté work together and join forces to bring you Chicken Run. Episode 4 coming soon. Until then, we're gonna catch up on past episodes. We got you right here. We got a playlist for you. From Ants all the way up to the road to Dorado. I'll leave the link to the playlist right up there at the top right corner screen. So click on the link and see it for yourself. Is that the way? Definitely go do so. Until then, for the creators of Survivor, we want to remind you that there's nothing more determined than poultry with a plan. We hope to see you back here real soon for episode 4 of Movie History DreamWorks Animation alongside Armin and Paté as we take a look at Chicken Run. Until then, don't forget, I just want to mention, I forgot to mention that Paté is going to be on the next episode of Arachi 0407 as Local History Told. It's coming your way on Saturday, so please stay tuned for that. Otherwise, guys, that's it for today. You are a great audience. Thanks again for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share this video with your friends, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, turn on notifications to never miss a new video. Subscribe to notifications, draw to miss a new video from me as we're on the road to 1,600 subscribers. You are the best. I love you all so much for watching. Thank you so much. I love you for watching today. I'm Miguel Sanchez from Visalia, California, signing off for Movie History DreamWorks Animation. Until next time, keep making your dreams come true. Like, favorite, subscribe. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in another video. Laters!